Okay, this is Nostrovini with a midnight showing of the Nostrovini magic. This magic is over. I couldn't get this online before it happened already. This is the Australian card, July 10th, Friday, UFC Fight Pass, Australia. Happened last night at 4:30 or night last morning, 4:30 in the morning AM. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over this fight and see if we can put it online into my website. I've been having trouble because I'm not the most mechanically computerized online type of person. I'm a paper and pencil person. I'm old, 67 at this point, and the brain don't work though. I never did was a good work. Anyway, let's get back to our job. Max Ectera 10-0 with 9 BKOs. He's called the money because they think he's going to make a lot of money for Australian boxing. He's young, he's powerful, he's charismatic, he has a lot of personality. He was fighting Diego Ramirez, 2014-1 with 7 KOs. Now, this was El Cherio, was a step up for Max, because Max has been fighting the lower echelon guys, padding the record a little bit at times. Well, guys who just had the same amount of experience. Diego had more experience. He had fought a lot of guys, but quite honestly, he's been knocked down before. He's a little chinny, but he had enough skills that he might be able to give the Australian guy up on time, the Australian hope. Well, be as it may, the fight lasted a while. A round. The guy hit with his southpaw jab. The big guy, the maximum power, hit him to the body, misses a shot. The other guy goes down. He can't take the shot to the body. Diego got decked and a couple of times, and when finally he lost in 1 round. 1 round, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I was right about that. I thought it would take a little more time, but it didn't take no more time at all. Danny Keating, 11-0 with 6 kills against, let's see, what we got here. Um, Danny Keating against Jella Wright, 9-2-1 with 5 kills. Now, the Danny, I thought was going to win because of his jab. He's a progressive little Irishman, Danny boy. And I thought his jab would make the decision. The other guy was a little slick. I thought he could give Danny a hard time, but eventually Danny's jaw aggression and that jab, which is a very good jab, would get the best of the Wright, who was a good fighter. But he was giving away all size. He was giving away this, that, and the other. He might have won. I could have bet on Jay Wright because he's a live underdog, what you call a live underdog. They lost. Okay. I was right about that. Now, this is where I went astray. I had uh, Taylor Blizzard, the Wizard, uh, 10-1-1 with 4 KOs. Going to beat the Principal Red, Semi Jabet Inur, 8-2-0, with, I believe, he had 3 KOs. So I'm thinking to myself, he's a Filipino, and the Filipinos are very tough, and it's a Manny Pacquiao thing. He's tougher than I thought. And Jay, who was coming off a loss, very stylish, but he didn't have the stamina that the Filipino. He went to the body, went to the body, went to the body, went to the body every round. And Mr. Danny didn't have the firepower to keep him off him. Eventually, he got to him and he TKO'd him. I didn't expect it. I lost my Cavalli in that one. Better. I should have known because I went to myself. And that Filipino may cause an upset. They're very tricky, those Filipinos. They're tough at that weight. So lower weight, Filipinos, lower weight, don't trust that you can get them. You know, padded records. The other guy he didn't have enough five. That's padded, He just didn't have the firepower. Better man won. Okay. Now, Taylor Blizzard, the wizard, got whiz banged. Okay. Principal Red, he was the principal, okay? That's what happened. Okay. Now we go into another round where I thought there was going to be upset. Because Swifty, Tellerish, Tenzin 800 with 3 KOs, although she had lost 2 fights. One to this Turkish girl, who is a devastating punch. It doesn't look like a devastating punch. It looks she's like a swimmer, not like, but she don't have the big muscles, so she beat this is very masculine lesbian fighter. With and overwhelmed with firepower, unbelievable with muscles. You know, where's the muscles? But God-given power. Anyway, the Swifty fought her, and I thought the Swifty survived the whole rounds, and they made a split decision. No, the Swifty was clearly outpointed, but she had her moments, and going into this fight, she was fighting another Muslim girl. Yeah, the Muslim girl was wearing the headdress, and I was, and I said, "My God!" And she had most of her victories were by KO. I've been presented. I go, "Oh, this could be interesting." And the girl was the Swifties 35, Muslim girls 19, and had some credentials. She should have got that round. She knocked off the headdress, had to readjust it there. I don't even know what you call it. Well, my international such no, all these things. Anyway, if she went to the body, she should have won the fight. They gave it to Swifty. They had a fast one with Swifty. They said, and it was a split decision, a little bit. But I thought she went to the body a lot more. Okay, that's what. Now, yes, the Muslim girl was Stasa Miria, 4-1-0 with 3 KOs, most of the victories by KO. Okay, and that tells you about because the females only have 2 minutes to establish the knockouts. That's why you don't have that many knockouts. Because most of your knockouts happen towards the end of the round. Okay. And then I don't like the way they rock them, suck 'em robots. If you give them that extra minute, they'll have more knockouts and their skills will go up and they won't be rock 'em, suck 'em robots. Yeah, okay. Dynamite Frezerua 600 with 6 KOs. African guy by way of England. He was fighting the Iceman, Patricia Caruso, 13-6-1 with 9 KOs. This time it was an African guy fighting a Filipino, another Filipino. And I'm saying, oh, and the Filipino has a good knockout percentage. This time the African guy got him. He was built. The Filipino guy was built like he's spindly. That old man, and he had the jab and all that stuff, but he didn't have enough firepower. And eventually, boom, 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 the African one. Now, Xavier Fletcher, 600 with 5 KOs, is fighting Sherman Wilkins, 7-30-1 with 22 KOs. This is a situation where the other guy has lost 3 times. He's a good fighter, but he ain't a great fighter. The other guy, potentially, he's gonna be a great fighter. We don't know. Now, this is where it gets complicated. Cinnamon Wilkins, 7-3-1 with 2 KOs, is fighting the Sandman, Solomon Kushura, who, no, I'm getting confused here. Anyway, Solomon was fighting Ultradine Zikadov, who was 1-21-0 with 61 KOs. So in other words, a guy who's had his what you call it, his first fight, they put him in with a guy who's lost 21 out of his and has 2 victories and in other words, and he has no knockouts. Huh? That's a setup fight. That's a and the guy Solomon Kunja was a beautiful boxer, very tall. Of course, the other guy didn't well. Because the other guy is a survival mode guy. So That's the story. Now we're going to see if we could make this on the internet and where we can show it on my website. Then I'm going to do a series of other fights. Because I got to catch up. I got a lot of fights tomorrow. And I haven't put them down. I'm starting to look at myself. Oh, I love me. Look at all the pictures of me. I'm not a bad looking guy in my youth. I'm not a bad looking guy. What do you say? I'm a bad looking guy now? Well, heavy. I could lose the weight. I get a shave. Yeah, my haircut's coming in. It's what's called your business in the front and part in the back. A mullet. Oh, there was a time when white people roamed the prairies in mullets. It's coming back, my friend. It comes around, goes around, my friend. Anyway, I gotta go offline. See, and this. Goodbye, goodbye, my friend.